Coming up on the one and only State Champs Network High School Sports Show.
We have scoured the network to find the very best highlights we put together from Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan. Trust me, they are awesome.
State finals coverage in some states, spring sports in others.
State Champs always knocks in the go-ahead. Cue the graphic.
Welcome back to the State Champs Sports Network campus. We hope you had a great spring break, whatever form that took here in 2021. We're back with another edition of the Upper Midwest only all sports high school sports show, State Champs. I'm Sarah Davis, and we're powered by Lawrence Technological University. As a former athlete here at Lawrence Tech, they've made it easier than ever for you to recruit yourself. Begin your dream of playing college sports at LTUathletics.com.
I'm Lauren Plant, and you need to know that we have special editions of State Champs at the state finals. So whatever high school sport you love in your state, I'm betting we did a state championship edition. Long form highlights, great interviews, all the emotion captured in every show. You can find them on the State Champs Network app, at our website, or on our State Champs TV YouTube page.
Let's get this show on the road. We'll begin in the Buckeye State.
Wild game at the home of the Eagles with Avon hosting Strongsville. Early on, Avon can do no wrong. Cameron Wagner to Nate Lewis for the game's first goal. Not much later, Eagles strike again. Adam Ferrara behind the net. He finds an open Evan Barton. It's 2-0. Eagles get another as Michael Perusik doing some great work in front of the net. He makes it 3-0. Second period, they continue to pour it on. Lewis finds Michael Achtizer. Oh, he lets it rip. Avon would grab a commanding 9-3 lead. And then in the fourth period, something happens, and Strongsville flips a switch. Here, Connor Dentkos makes it 10-7 with 4:14 left to play. And Dentkos again going low, getting the goal. Strongsville within 2. And how about this play? To cut it to a 1-goal game. Heroic effort by Ben Guerra. The Strongville bench loves it. 10-9 Avon. And then Dentkos one more time. The tying goal. They come all the way back to force overtime. In that extra period, Avon not happy with the call. That leads to an unsportsmanlike penalty. And Strongsville takes advantage. Who else? Connor Dentkos with the game winner. 11-10. Strongsville shocks Avon with an incredible comeback.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we head down to Cincinnati for a boys lacrosse matchup between the Marymount Warriors coming in at 500, taking on the 1-1 Wyoming Cowboys. Warriors get things going early on in this one. Seth Green's pass bounces off a group of Cowboys, picked up by Jack Milam. He turns and fires and puts Marymount up 1-0 2 minutes in. Quick strike a few minutes later. David Dorston setting it up. Quick give to Bowden Gall in front of the net, and it was 3-0 lead for the Warriors. Some great defensive pressure causes a turnover, and it's picked up by Drew Rhodes. He races upfield. Great feed across to Jack Milam. He finds the back of the net, putting Marymount up 5. And more offense from Marymount. Dorsen a give to Max Tepe. He finds Gall behind the net. A great cut between a couple of defenders, and going into halftime, Warriors held a 9-0 lead. Wyoming would start to claw back in the third, though. Senior Pearson Hauser with a bounce shot that beats the goalie top shelf. Cowboys with another quick strike. Dozier Ambrose gets a pass and rips a big shot, but it wouldn't be enough as Marymount able to hold on to win this one 12-2 over Wyoming.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University Athletics. If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports. We caught up with one of the LTU band members to find out why he chose LTU.
Hi, I'm Nick Gledkowski, and I'm the drum major of the LTU marching band, and I also play alto saxophone. I was drum major in my high school band, and it was just luck that LTU was also starting their band program for marching as soon as I was coming in for my freshman year. I think nonetheless I would have chosen LTU for my degree, which is audio engineering, but also having that choice to continue band was definitely a big factor in my decision. So for LTU, one of the big drawing points for me is once I came here and I did the exploration day and I learned about the major here, I found out that actually most of the audio classes take place at an off-site studio out in Plymouth. So we actually get to go to class each week and learn hands-on in a studio. So I really like that part of the program. It is a small campus, but even within all the dorms, it's very easy to become involved and meet new people. Everyone's very supportive of each other. Everyone's very close. If anyone's got a hardship going on, I mean, we're all there for each other. Directors, students, we're all close-knit, and it's like a family.
Take your future into your hands. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I'm Ryan Slocum. We begin with the Division II hockey final. Brother Rice going for its first state title in 4 years as they went up against Byron Center. The Bulldogs in the finale for the first time in school history. And it's Byron Center putting the pressure on in the opening period. The sophomore, Logan Nicholas, with the good look on net, but his shot rings off the iron, and they were scoreless after the first. More from the Bulldogs in the second. The senior, Mason Breet, with the intercept in the Rice end, but his shot is denied by the Warrior netminder, Drake Danu. Byron Center with another opportunity just a few minutes later. Mason's younger bro, Brady, with the feed to Luke Nicholas, but Danu with a remarkable save to keep this game scoreless. Brother Rice had their chances as well. Alec Hamady from behind the net to Max Brown, but he is stopped by Carson McKenzie. A pair of zeros still on the board as they head into the third. But the Warriors would finally crack the board in the third. Carson Molinan right there to bury it. Brother Rice up 1-0. But that lead wouldn't last. Just 10 seconds later, it's Logan Nicholas to Mason Breet for his 17th goal of the season. We're knotted up at 1. Jump ahead to the late stages of the game. Brother Rice trying to gain the lead back. Brett Harris gets it to Alec Hamady, but he's denied by McKenzie. The sophomore had 27 saves in the game, but the Warriors would get one more past him. With just 6 seconds left on the clock, Hamady knocks it in on the rebound, and that's the game winner. An incredible matchup in the D2 final. Brother Rice hangs on to win 2-1 the final score. It's the first state title for the Warriors since 2017.
It's completely outstanding. There's no real words that I could say to describe what's going on in my head right now. I'm just so unbelievably happy and so unbelievably proud of my teammates, my friends, and my family. It was just outstanding.
It was the best feeling in the world coming in here, just everybody working their butts off and working hard. No greater feeling, especially scoring a goal like that with a couple of seconds left in the game. All of our adrenaline just went crazy.
Hello everyone, I'm Dylan Morello, and the Arctic Edge in Canton was the site for the girls hockey state final. Livonia United was coming off a 5-overtime win in the semis to get here as they went up against the Knights from Grosse Pointe University Liggett. We picked things up early in the first period as a shot from the point by Sophia Ancona is stopped. The rebound trickles over to sophomore Morgan Hamilton, who backhands the rebound in for the goal. The Knights led 1-0 after the first period. The Knights would add another one just a few minutes into the second. The junior Allison Dopke goes on in and finishes with the nice backhander to put the Knights up a pair. More from the Knights offense here just a minute later as it's Dopke once again getting the puck upstairs for her second goal of the game. The Knights in command leading 3-0. Livonia United would get on the board with under 10 minutes to go in the second as the sophomore Kristen Martinez with the slapper goes into the back of the net for her 7th goal of the season as United was only down a deuce 3-1. But Liggett would regain that 3-goal advantage on the power play as the junior Ava Jacob would visit the red light district. The Knights went into the third period leading 4-1. Livonia still with some fight in them as they would get one back in the third as the senior Gina Marzolo gets the power play goal, but it'll be a little too late as Grosse Pointe University Liggett goes on to win 4-2 the final score. It's the first state title for the Knights since 2014.
I'm Zach Herrick from the West Michigan area. Regional championship matchup 381 days in the making after last season's was canceled due to COVID-19 as East Grand Rapids took on Hudsonville. And it would be all Eagles out of the gate. JC Tubergen to Elena Diaz, who hits the step back 3. She had 16 points in the game. Eagles up 16-4 after 1. And the Eagles defense did not make things easy on Miss Basketball finalist Jillian Brown, but she hits 3 of her game-high 25 points here, but East would still be down 6. Later in the third, the Pioneers continue to try to claw back. Allie Carlson, the standout junior, with the pull-up from the elbow. EGR down 2 after 3 quarters. But in the fourth, it's a 2-point game until Eva Joldersma in the corner for 3 gets the shooter's roll on the assist from Diaz, and Hudsonville gets it done. 52-47 the final. The Eagles advance to take on East Lansing on Monday in the state quarterfinals at Van Noord Arena.
I'm Ryan Slocum in Corunna with a Division II girls basketball regional final. Frankenmuth taking on Portland in a rematch of last year's regional semis, won by Muth. The Raiders came up empty on their first possession that lasted nearly 2 minutes, but they more than made up for that from there, hitting their next 7 straight shots, including 5 3-balls to take a 21-12 lead after the first. The Eagles' offense finally gets going in the second, sparked by Zoe Persales, who hit back-to-back triples in the corner. A couple of trips later, it's Emma Kirkow with the big board and the turning one-hander off the window. That cut the lead to 3. Portland back up 32-26 at the half. The Raiders continue the attack in the third. Ashley Bauer with the offensive board, and look at the finish. Flips it over her head and in. Then it's Ava Gruber finding Ava Guilford. Corner to corner, the junior throws up the teardrop and 1. Portland takes a 12-point lead. Muth fights back again. Lexi Boyke grabs the board in traffic and puts it in. The senior led the way with 14 points. Then in the fourth, Elena Solier to a cutting Kirkow for the finger roll finish. Muth pulls within 3, but every time the Eagles got in striking distance, the Raiders punched right back. Gruber from downtown. She scored 11. Bauer hit 7 of 8 free throws down the stretch to put it away. She scored 26 as Portland wins the regional title 53-49. They take on Escanaba in the quarterfinals on Monday.
You know, we talked before the game and we said it's about time all 5 are hitting on the same night because we haven't really had that. And tonight we had it. So it was a great team win.
Yeah, I thought we came out really strong. We were hitting shots, working as a team, and I think we had a lot of confidence, which helped us throughout the rest of the game.
It means so much. We work so hard for this, and nobody else sees it besides our whole team. We believed in ourselves, and this was a really good team that beat us last year, so it means a lot for us to make a run now and beat them.
I'm Kevin Trzynski reporting from Whitmore Lake for this girls basketball regional championship matchup between the 16-1 Grass Lake Warriors and the Arbor Prep Gators, who sit at 16-2. These two met in the regular season, with the Warriors coming out on top 80-69. First quarter action, and the Warriors would open up the scoring. Avery Cabana marching down the hardwood, and the senior gonna go solo on this attempt, and she gets the clean finish to go. Arbor Prep struggling slightly in the first, but the Gators have a weapon on the floor with 4-star recruit Maya Petticourt, and the junior makes her move, behind the back and up and in. However, Gators down 4 at the end of the first, 17-13. AP making their way back into the game in the second. Kyra Lawrence shot from long range does not go, but junior guard Cariana Woods is there with the board, and she gets the second try to drop. Gators down 2, 19-17. Still in the second, and Arbor Prep has a 2-point lead at this point. Gabby Luchka drives from the perimeter, and the junior in business tying this game up off the glass. And at halftime, game was still tied at 28-all. Coming back from break, both teams tighten things up a bit. Maya Petticourt with the rock, and the junior cuts to the net and nicely feeds Stacey Utomi, and the freshman getting the bucket to go, but Gators down a penny, 37-36. About a minute left in the third. A pair of ones head-to-head here, Petticourt and Lexus Bargasser. Warriors, Bargasser makes a nice move in the paint as the junior hits the net with the clean finish. Warriors up 2 at the end of the third, 42-40. Fourth quarter action, Maya Petticourt gonna go end-to-end as the junior has 4 Warriors collapse on her at the net, but Petticourt not phased at all as this ball finally rolls into the basket, tying it up at 46-all. But the Grass Lake Warriors would pull away late in the fourth. More from Lexus Bargasser as she penetrates to the basket. Grass Lake holds off Arbor Prep. 63-56 your final score. The Grass Lake Warriors are your regional champs.
Dylan Morello here as we head to Northville for the Division I girls basketball regional title game as Saline took on Wayne Memorial. Both teams are coming into this one with only 2 losses on the season. Wayne Memorial is looking to get back at Saline after losing them in the regional semifinal last year. We start things off with the Zebras as Austin drives in the paint and dishes it over to Elena Michaud for the 2-pointer, her first night back after sitting out 5 games with an injury. Right after that play, here comes Saline pushing the ball down the court. Emily Wojcinski kicks it to Kate Stemmer for the 3. Wayne Memorial up 20-14 after 1. Memorial looking to build on their lead in the second as Austin lobs it down low to Michaud for the 2. Michaud had 24 points on the night. Zebras up 8 at the half. We go to the third quarter now. Zebras Harris Bass. She drives down low and gets the lay-in to go. Less than a minute later, it's the Hornets feeling good coming out of the break as Kate Stemmer finds her older sister, Ella Stemmer, and she knocks down the jumper. Memorial controlling the ball on offense here. Harris Robinson passes over to Austin. She weaves through the defense and gets the tough lay-in. Zebras up by 8 going into the fourth. Saline gaining momentum here. Sophie Cannon drives in and kicks it out to Ella Stemmer for the 3. Stemmer had 21 points total on the night. But the Zebras would hold on to the lead and finish strong as Paris Bass off the rebound throws it down court to Austin for the lay-in. Austin with a team-high 27 points on the evening as Wayne Memorial would go on to win the regional title with a final score of 68-60. The Zebras advancing to the state quarterfinal for the first time since 2019.
It feels great. It's really exciting to know that it's a really great experience. And to know that we're going to the next game, the next level, is just really amazing.
Let's check out the #1 ranked team in the state. Orchard Lake St. Mary's taking on Clarkston in a Division I regional semifinal at White Lake Lakeland. I'm Greg Molson with the highlights, and check out the first basket of the game. Julian Roper to Peter Nwoke for the two-handed flush. Clarkston keeping it close thanks to the hot shooting of Nathan Steinman. He banks it in for three. St. Mary's didn't hit a single three-pointer in the entire game, but off the miss here, Roper saves it to Will Smythe, who finds DeCorion Temple inside. Eaglets up by 8 in the second. But Steinman single-handedly keeps the Wolves in it. He had 12 of the team's 16 points in the first half. St. Mary's led it by 7 at halftime, then pushes the lead up to 11 in the third. It's Nwoke with another power flush. Then it's Roper with the takeaway and the breakaway. Looked like the Eaglets might be putting this one away. But Clarkston ends the third with a 9-1 run. Brody Cosin to Zach Austin for the basket plus the foul, cutting the lead to just 3 going into the fourth. The Wolves then jump in front. Isaiah Harris misses the triple, but he gets a second chance for 2, putting Clarkston up by 3. St. Mary's takes the lead back, though, from the free throw line, with Roper hitting 5 of 6 in the final minutes, putting the Eaglets up by 2 with just 5 seconds to play. The Wolves with a final chance to tie or win. Steinman with the shot that is off, but Austin is fouled with just 4/10 of a second left. He calmly hits the first free throw, then has a second to force overtime, but it's no good. Orchard Lake St. Mary's holds on to win it 38-37. The Eaglets remain unbeaten at 13-0.
You know, you got to find a way to win these things. You know, you got to find a way, and I think we did tonight. That's it. You know, it was just about old school toughness, and you know, that's something we try to pride ourselves on.
Oh man, I was just so excited to see my team pull it off. We came together at the end. We didn't hit a shot the whole game, but we stuck together and we got it done. It was an ugly win, but I'll take an ugly win over any loss any day.
I'm Mike Erlitis with regional finals action. The Pilots of De La Salle hosting the U of D Jesuit Cubs. Pilots wasting no time on their home court. Caleb Reese takes it to the rack, 2 of his 14 as De La Salle takes an 18-9 lead after 1. More from the Pilots in the second. Nino Smith with the smooth spin and finish. He led De La Salle with 15 points on the night as they increased their lead to 36-23 at the half. Jesuit would come alive in the third by the way of the 3-ball. Here's Charles Turner lighting it up. He led all scorers with 23 points. Cubs strike again, and again it's Turner. It's an understatement to say he was on fire. He had 5 3-pointers in the third quarter alone, bringing Jesuit to just a 2-point deficit. But the Pilots would end the quarter on a high note. Great drive by Lyndon Holder at the buzzer. He had 11 as De La Salle keeps the lead at 50-46 after 3. In the fourth, Jesuit would go back to their hot hand. Turner again for 3. That's his 7th on the night. Now late in the quarter, the Pilots would go to their hot hand. And again, it's Smith finding a lane for the bucket as De La Salle clinches the regional championship, beating U of D Jesuit by a final score of 64-59.
Greg Molson in Williamston, where the Hornets were playing a Division II regional final on their home court, taking on Battle Creek Penfield, coming off its first district title since 1992, looking for its first regional title since 1972. Great execution by the Panthers here, setting up Gavin Liggett for the lay-in. Williamston takes the lead in the final seconds of the first quarter. Spencer Feig with the drive to put him up 13-12. The Hornets then open the second with an 11-2 run. Feig with the assist to Brandon Hunt. They led it by 10 before the Panthers closed the half strong. Check out Aiden Burns with a touch pass to Connor McCleary for the two-handed flush. The lead cut to 6 at the half. Williamston holding on to the lead and adding to it in the third. Maxwell Burton driving for 2 of his 13 points. Then it's Jacob Wallace spinning and scoring 2 of his 14. The Hornets led it by 13. But the Panthers keep fighting. Aiden Burns with a scoop inside, helping to cut the lead back to 6 going into the fourth. That's when senior Ryan Peterson decides he doesn't want his career to come to an end. He drives to cut the lead to 4. Peterson then crashes the boards to get the rebound and the putback, cutting the lead to just 2. The Panthers down just 1 with 1 minute to go when Peterson drills the triple, giving Penfield its first lead since the first quarter. Peterson finished with 13 points. Williamston then down 3 with a final chance to tie it. It's Wallace with the shot. No good. Battle Creek Penfield comes from behind to win it 56-53, claiming its first regional championship in 49 years.
It's crazy. It's something we've dreamed about since we were little. It means a ton. We've been playing our whole lives together. We got a brotherhood going, and we're a solid group. We all love each other.
They're writing their book. They've cemented themselves in Penfield history. It's their legacy that they're building. And to come up here and to be able to play against a great program in Williamston, just to be on the same floor with them is an honor. For them to be able to come out and fight, I'm just speechless.
Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices.
Leo Lions softball ranked number 7 in the state's 4A poll. Leo hosting, visiting Concordia Lutheran. Pick it up in the top of the second. It's 3-zip Leo. Leo starter Ellie Souter was dealing. She got the K there. Souter 2 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, no runs allowed. And speaking of runs, Leo's offense generating plenty of them. That was Lauren Daniels with the base knock. She was 4 for 4 with 3 ribbies. It would score Allie Davis, and it's 4-zip Leo. Still in the second, Simia Spahiv with a single to center. Daniels comes in to score, and Leo now leads 5-zip. Then it's the knock that would break this game wide open. Bases loaded for Allie Davis. She sends one to the wall. All 3 runners score. Leo scores 9 runs in the bottom of the second to go on and beat Concordia 15-0 in 5 innings. I'm Glenn Marini in the Fort Wayne area for State Champs Sports. 2 of the top programs in Northeast Indiana going head-to-head as Northrop at Leo. Bottom of the first, Northrop up 1-0, but the Lions have something to say about it. It's Coley Stevens at the plate. This would be a sac fly to center as Damian Gudikins scores from third, and Leo knots the game. We're tied at 1 apiece. However, Luke Siren, Northrop's starter, would settle down. He gets the strikeout. That would end the first, and again, it's a 1-1 ball game. You already saw Coley Stevens do it with a baseball bat. How about on the mound? The starter, who has recently signed to pitch at Indiana Tech, gets the strikeout in the top of the second, and he had himself an evening. Let's go to the bottom of the third. It's Stevens again. This one ripped into right field. It would fall in for a double and bounce off the wall. Stevens a double. Tyler Redmond scores, and it's 2-1. Leo now in the lead. Bottom of the fourth, Northrop. They look for the pickoff there, but the attempt is thrown away. Tyler Papenbrock scores from third as Leo now leads 3-1. Top of the fifth, how about Northrop's Taryn White at the plate? He does some damage to shoot one into left. In comes Aaron Smith. That makes it a 3-2 game. but it's Leo going on to win by a final of 5-2 over visiting Northrop.
I'm Andrew Garcia from the Hammond area. The coronavirus pandemic canceled the entire 2020 high school spring sports season, and now it is finally time to return to the Diamond. Andran hosting Michigan City for the season opener. Top of the first, Andran starter Peyton Nikish records a pair of punch-outs. We are scoreless after a half inning. To the second, the 59ers get defensive. Andran turns the rare 3-6-1 double play. We remain scoreless after an inning and a half of action. Now it's Michigan City's turn on defense. Alex Contreras cuts down the would-be base stealer. It's still 0-0 as we head to the third. Nobody out and a man on for Billy Jones now. The junior sends one into left field, plating Kyle Tyler. Andran draws first blood. Wolves look to respond an inning later. Joshua Floyd gets on the hard way. That forces in Ryan Kuma. We are level at 1. Later in the frame, visitors now leading by 1. Cameron Nohos picks up 2 big strikeouts to end the inning. In the 6th, Andran goes back to work. Jax Columba sees one go by. Charlie Jones races in from third base. The senior ties the game. Shortly after, Andran looking for more. Columba grounds one to short as the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. In comes Michael Galanos to give the Niners the lead back. Top of the 7th, Michigan City with the bags loaded. Galanos picks off the runner at second base, ending the game. Andran opens 2021 with a 3-2 win.
That's all the time we have this week, but remember, we produce a ton more content in Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio that you did not see here. Watch it all on the State Champs Network TV YouTube page or by checking in on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's all there.
And please, if you haven't already, download the free State Champs Network app on Google Play, the App Store, Amazon Fire Stick, or on Roku. We hope you enjoyed the show. Let's do it again next week.
State Champs High School Sports Show is proudly presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare.